I had to redo this video because I ramble on too much in it. And I've got a lot of slides on this particular video, and it still ain't gonna cover the extent that I feel needs to be covered on this particular subject. You know, all these people in key positions laugh at us. They call us stupid. You know, they give us all kinds of proof of what they're about and what their agenda is about in front of your face, and you just can't see it. Why? Because you see something in a magazine or on TV or on a cover of a CD or DVD, or you see it on the media just about everywhere you go, but you don't really think about what those symbols are. You know, the pyramid on top of the all-seeing eye on top of a pyramid on a fucking dollar bill, and you've never stopped to wonder what the hell that is? What does it represent? It's the all-seeing eye. I'm going to let y'all do research on that because that's not what I'm going to focus on in this video, but it will be in one of my other videos. Today we're going to talk about hand signals, and maybe even some hand signs and stuff like that, that these people have to do in order to, I guess you can say, show the world what you represent. And people are terribly, terribly misguided as to some of these hand signals and whatnots. And a lot of sleepers, they'll wake up for a minute, they listen to any explanation that's given to them from the news, and say, okay, I can trust that, and fall right back to sleep. Back to work, home, church. Work, home, church. So, here we go. Yo, 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 check out these hand signs, you know. These are real common hand signs right here. But I wouldn't know the crap. Somebody did that shit to me, made these signs. I wouldn't know what it is, but the people in the gang would. Or probably somebody from another gang that's familiar with the sign maybe would know it. Or some other people who's done some research on this know what these signals are, but to me, it means nothing. I'm looking at it and I'm like, gang signs, and then I just move on. No more interest in it. And a lot of gangs, they like to represent the gang that they're in by tattoos. I don't know what the hell that means, but somebody that's either aware of this person's gang or aware of, or maybe a member of this gang would recognize some of this stuff. But to me, it's like hidden in plain sight. And here we go. Shoes. I would know first thing about this. This right here, I think is familiar. You know, sometimes the body tells a story, like with Lil Wayne. I like Lil Wayne. He's some of his music made me laugh, especially that one, when we gonna fuck. That one got me, Miss Carter. And then the one about the cop got pulled over by a female cop. I liked a lot of his music. He kept me laughing. He was, I don't know what happened to him. I haven't heard a whole lot from him, but I hope he's doing well. He thinks he sold his soul to the devil. I'm sad to say that's not true. Devil belongs to the God, your God of love. Can't nobody take that away from you unless you allow them to. And even then, they can only manipulate you or drug you or do whatever they do to try to get you scared enough because fear is one of their most famous tools, you know. But anyways, back to the signs. Mob. That right there I've seen before. And, you know, the teardrop, doesn't that mean something about somebody got killed? I don't know. Moving right along. Okay, now this is the time when I tell you that a lot of the stuff that I'm about ready to show you is very disturbing. And, if you, feel uncomfortable at any point on this, I welcome you to do your research. Now, a lot of the stuff I got here is from a book called Codex, C-O-D-E-X, Magica, M-A-G-I-C-A. This book has a more comprehensive definition of what I'm about to show you, which are a bunch of hand signs in this particular video. I may shoot another 2 or 3 to get more into the symbols, hand signs, Freemasons, Illuminati, Skull and Bones, which are all Satanist secret occults. Now, a lot of people, they're misled, because there is a Freemason cult within the Freemason cult. The same with the Illuminati. There is a cult within the cult. One is the image that they try to show the world. But then there are few elite and select people who are initiated into a more occult religion. Actually, that's what I want to describe it as. Which is, of course, Satanism. We're going to go ahead and move along. Now, this guy is an illustration of how somebody thinks Satan may look. What draws my attention mainly to this video is the hand signals right here. What does that say? I would love to know. I don't speak. I think it's, dang, I forgot what language that was. But have you ever did research on your, I think it's a dollar bill, where it says, I ought to grab one. Hold on. The bottom of the pyramid right there, the all-seeing eye. That eye on top of the pyramid is the all-seeing eye. That's Satanism. Jay-Z does that a lot. You know how he does that pyramid and puts his eye in there? That's Satanism. That's one of the symbols. And this dollar bill actually is filled with all kinds of interesting things. Now, underneath, it says, okay, let me get my, what the hell does that say? Corpus underneath a triangle. Nubus Ordo Secluring Trium. Oh my God. Let's see. Well, anyways, I'm sure everybody, or a lot of people out there have a dollar bill. Underneath the pyramid, look at what that says and look it up. What does it say? What does that mean in English? Why is it on an American dollar bill? I don't know. But anyways, this is supposed to be the horned god of Freemasons. The goat and ram head are greatly revered in Satanism and witchcraft, a mockery of the Lamb of God, Jesus Christ. This right here was something that was discovered at one of my groups that I'm a part of. They were like, isn't this a coincidence that this looks a lot like this? But I choose to think it's just a coincidence in this case. Even though she has a lot of ritualistic concerts, especially if she's in front of a whole lot of people and TV and everything. But I'm going to move on. Now check this out. Helen Keller created sign language, and guess what? She was a Satanist. So a lot of people are challenging. And look at this. She was a Satanist, and I think that she created that sign for love for Satan. I love Satan. I love you, a fact which has many people confused. Yeah, they're confused because she was a Satanist. They didn't know that. Oh, this is the founder of the Satan Church, Satanic Church. Check that out. He's got a reptilian, a snake. And have you ever wondered how come the medical symbol has a snake intertwined with it? That's another symbol. We're going to talk about that. I mean, there's tons of symbols right in front of your face. Nobody's ever challenged to see what it really is. The all-seeing eye. Doesn't AOL have an all-seeing eye? CBS has an all-seeing eye. I can go on and on. The most prominent advocate of modern-day Satanism was Anton, a charismatic, shrewd, and egotistical character who founded the Church of Satan, the first neo-Satanic church to be recognized in the United States. The church laid claim to a religious philosophy that championed Satan as a symbol of personal freedom and individuality. Unlike founder of other religions who claimed divine inspiration, LeVy created his form of Satanism based on his own understanding and observation of the human character and insights gleaned from earlier theologians and philosophers who advocated materialism and individualism. Materialism and individualism. Individualism. That's of the flesh. Satan. Even though it is okay to be yourself and all that, but there's more to this. I mean, if you could choose to come back here as many times as you want to this third dimensional planet, you know, and I would say a great percent of the people who are Satanists will be doing that. You know, it's a person's choice. Me, I'm ready to move on. My choice is to graduate and see what's going on in another dimension somewhere, as far away from this planet as possible. Okay, gonna move on. And here he is, Look at that shit. See that shit everywhere. That's not the peace sign, people. This didn't say I love you. And this dude right here, and of course, Satanism deals with a lot of sacrifices of children, especially babies, because the babies are the purest. But a child would work as well, and teenagers as well. There are all these mysteries behind what happened to all these children and babies, especially the ones they say died, but really didn't. You know, have a perfect pregnancy, and then all of a sudden your kid just dies all of a sudden? Come on, folks. And what they do is, some of them they'll keep as sex slaves. Others they'll sacrifice. Not all of them are sacrificed. But a lot of them are used as sex slaves, the kids. And looks like they're about ready to get down. This is part of their ritual. Looks like it's just going to be sex this time. No killing or nothing. And all the entertainers, all the people in key positions, president, vice president, prime minister, everybody attends these rituals. But in your face, they're smiling at you. Laughing at you more than smiling. I'm telling you what I'm doing. I'm a Satanist. And if you was to understand what a Satanism is, you'd know I'm killing your kids. I'm torturing them. I'm using them as Pizzagate. Look up Pizzagate. Pizzagate. That's what a lot of what's happening to your kids. And oh my God, the vice president under Obama, he was bad. I mean, he was bold. A lot of stuff he did right there in front of you. And people would think, oh, that's just a little odd, but okay, we know he's not gonna. Shit, he's probably the first one in line trying to rape a little girl. Doesn't look like he'd take to boys that much, but it looks like he likes little girls. And yes, I wasted this damn tea all over my shirt. Okay. Remember back in the day when George Bush was president? And he did this, and a lot of people were like, that's the El Diablo. And he's like, no, I'm just a Longhorns fan. I am a Longhorns fan, true and true. This is his wife, his daughter, and his mother. True Longhorn fans? What do you think? Moving right along. 3 versions of the El Diablo. This is, I think, is the one that Helen Keller created. It's supposed to be love, but it's love of Satan. Like I mentioned before, she was a Satanist. He just loves to throw that sign up, Longhorns. I think he started doing this crap on purpose. He just kept doing it because people complained. And there he is again. Boy, it looks familiar, don't it? This is the creator of the Church of Satan. This is George Bush. There he is again. Okay, I'm going to show some other people. Can you guess which one of these is? I'm just going to slide through them. There's Clinton. Clinton, my boy, though. I don't know if it's an act, but he seems to be sincerely a cool person. But who knows, he could be an ass behind closed doors. But I like the type of person he is. He presents himself in public. You know, he's Satanist. I mean, that's his choice. Who am I to judge? If he wants to live another cycle on the third dimensional planet, that's his decision. You know, I hate to get on here and talk bad about Satanists because they're just another religion to me, deep down inside. Just like Muslims. And I mean, they all make their choices. You know, I made mine. And here, I'm just trying to open a bunch of people's eyes, for the most part. Explain why this is hell on earth and it's ruled by Satanists. And we are, a lot of us here, not everyone, but a lot of us here are the fallen angels. We have to learn some stuff. And a lot of folks will choose, oh, I like this. Oh, I don't mind coming back for another cycle. It wasn't too bad. And there's others like, oh no, I'm done. I want to go back up over there. Return home. Anyways, here's Ronald Reagan. Clinton again? Clinton again? I can't remember who this guy is. Let me see if I can read that writing down there. Vice President Dan Quayle. Wow, that was way back. But anyways, a lot of these are. I haven't got a whole lot of current ones. Oh, and who is this? New York Governor Marion. I can't see it. It's too blurry. And then this guy, Mayor and then, oh gosh, this is all in the Codex Majeka book I was telling y'all about. And isn't this the Prime Minister of Siberia? I don't know. Italian Prime Minister? I don't know. I can't read it. It's too small writing. Whoa, where'd this come from? These are the founders of McDonald's. Makes me wonder what they put in that food. And then there's a symbol. This means something, but I can't remember. I'll have to research it, and we'll go through it in a later video. I just remember seeing that symbol. Or you can research it yourself. Whoa. Why does this not surprise me? They're true vampires, but, you know, they don't just... From what I hear, they don't suck your blood. I mean, like, until you die. They just take, like, little, couple of swallows or something like that. That's what I understand, but I don't know. There could be different vampires out there than the one that I was aware of. Oh, here we go again with these snakes. Reptilian. And then this. And a scary looking woman. I wouldn't want to meet up with her ass. Oh, Heather Whitestone, Miss America from 1994. They say that she is not a Satanist or an occultist, but like I said before, Helen Keller created that, and she was a Satanist. And when somebody does that, that means that love for Satan. Benny Hinn, Rodney Howard Brown, Kenneth Copeland, Jesse Duplantis. I love you, signals. I love you, I love you, I love you. I love you. I love you. Oh, I went forward too fast. Now, he does this a lot, and this is also a hand signal. This is represented 6, 6, 6 with this on. That makes 3 6s. That's a hand signal right there. He's a Satanist. And he does it a lot. A whole lot. 666, and a lot of entertainers, they'll put it over their all-seeing eye, and then they'll have it up like this. Michael Jackson does it like that when he's a kid. Ooh, what is this? Oh, and this is a symbol most definitely to priesthood or something like that. Looky here. He loves us so much. So much love. No, not my girl Whitney. Not my girl Whitney. No, you love me, right? Is that what that means? Or maybe you're a Longhorn fan? Boy, maybe all these people are Longhorn fans. And here's this dude. It's familiar, but I can't remember what his name is. Everybody, folks. I mean, everybody. Isn't this dude an evangelist? He loves us so much. They have to do this for some weird reason. I read it, but they have to do this. They have to call themselves out publicly. And it works because a lot of people watch them do this crap and they're like, oh well. They don't really think there's anything behind it. No, not my girl Taylor. You love me so much. I ain't surprised by this one. Satan loves me. Oh. Look at this one. This one's pretty. That's Cher. Look at all this mess. Person, don't take a hint from that. Come on. Stay asleep. Ooh, Beyonce loves me. That looks kind of gross the way she got that like that. It's gross. Looks like she's spitting out something. This is one of my favorite actors. He loves me. Oh, this guy loves me too, man. He loves me too. That 70s show, I think this guy was on there. He was from San Antonio too, I believe, where I was raised. Oh, we know about this dude. All too well. Not my boy Obama. He loves me too. No. Everybody know who that is. He's probably one of the most popular politicians. Look at this. I've never seen it done like that before. And who's this dude? Ain't that ain't that Putin? I ought to go into the Google and see if I can type in El Diablo, and then put Putin in there and see how many pictures pop up. But I'll leave that for you to do on your own research. This guy looks familiar to me. I know he's like a power, or was, or still is, a power in a country. No, not my boy Lil Wayne. Well, he has good music, you know, and it's his choice. You know, if he decides to change his mind, he can. Face your fears, Lil Wayne. They aren't as scary as you think. Oh my gosh, there he is. There's Drake. Okay, folks. This is the last person you want to be holding your baby. This is the beast. It says in the Bible, the beast sits on the throne. The throne is the church. You wouldn't believe how much pedophilia has been going on in the satanic rituals that even the Pope partakes in. Sacrifices, blood sacrifices, like I mentioned earlier, sex slaves. I know it's really hard to believe that even the Pope is a Satanist. This most definitely look like he's saying he loves. Here we go again. Oh. Okay, this ain't been done in a while. He has this hand gesturing, and then with this one, I've seen this gesture before, but I can't remember where I've seen it from. But trust me, this isn't love, people. Helen Keller was a Satanist. This sign was made for love for Satan. And we've pretty much come to the end of the video. And I'd like to say, live long and prosper. Don't forget to subscribe.